What's good, people? It's your boy The Kitchen. Now, I have had many things on my mind concerning the JBP, and one of those things is what happened to Melyssa Ford. Yes, if you guys are frequent watchers of the show, you will notice that Melyssa Ford isn't on the show. Yes, she isn't on the normal shows that drop on YouTube, and she isn't on the Patreon episodes either, or the behind the scenes specials on Patreon. Now, honestly, at first I didn't think that much of it because people have off days, people don't feel well, it's just life. So I don't really think much of it until a lot of people on Twitter would say, what happened to Melyssa Ford? Has she been suspended? Is something going on behind the scenes? Then I do start to think to myself, these past few episodes, not only on the YouTube drops but on the Patreon episodes, Melyssa's performance has been very subpar, and it's not just me that's saying this. A lot of people are saying this on Twitter, online, on the Reddits, on the different social platforms. They start to notice Melyssa mailing it in, as they would like to say. She doesn't really try hard. She doesn't say anything. She doesn't want to engage with her co-hosts. It just feels like something is going on behind the scenes. So what did I do? I sat alone in a dark room and I started to come up with theories as to why Melyssa Ford isn't at the podcast. And I've come up with a couple. Now, the first theory is that Joe has given Melyssa time off because she is not contributing the way that she should on the podcast. And this would not be far-fetched, as he did it with his other co-host, well, ex-co-host, Rory. Remember, he called Rory and said take some time off from the pod? Take a couple days off. Take a flight somewhere, have fun. Just don't come to the podcast. He's done it before, so what makes you think he won't do it again? Because while Melyssa does not say anything and doesn't contribute, Rory was also very disruptive. Rory wanted to fight Joe every second. On top of that, he was dealing with the accountant issues. He was just dealing with a lot, so he told Rory, hey, take a couple episodes out, Ginger. And he did the same thing to Queen's Flip. Remember, he got suspended for a whole month for saying something to Melyssa Ford that made her feel uncomfortable. And the craziest thing is, we still don't know what Flip exactly said to get himself suspended. So that's theory number one. Theory number one is Melyssa was told to stay home by Joe for a couple episodes because of her poor performance on the pod. Now, theory number two is, remember when Joe Budden caught that lewdness charge toward the end of 2024? Well, a couple days ago, this thing came up again because the owners of that complex have now decided to sue Joe and take him to court. And it's not just him, because Melyssa Ford was also named in this, as she has also surprisingly been accused of smoking that green substance and leaving dog poop around the complex. Now, this isn't surprising for Melyssa Ford, as the guys have always clowned her for being a very, very bad dog owner. She be asking her co-host to walk the dog for her. It just seems like she doesn't care about the dog. She's just there for the photos with the dog because he's adorable. Or is it she's adorable? Daisy, yeah. Daisy's a girl. She's adorable. But I'm sure Melyssa Ford is very surprised that she is named in this lawsuit because now she is tied to Joe Budden's freaky antics. And the reason I mention this as one of the many theories is because TMZ usually calls the representative of athletes, singers, dancers, entertainers, just all round famous people. So I'm sure TMZ called Ian before this dropped on their website because they wanted to hear the other side of this. And Ian probably hit them with a no comment. But I say that to say that Joe probably got ahead of this story and asked Melyssa to take a few pods off because not only was he ashamed of this story, but also very embarrassed that Melyssa has now been mentioned in this lawsuit out of all the co-hosts, which in my opinion I feel is crazy because they could have put all their names in this lawsuit, but they just put Melyssa Ford's name, which is very telling in my opinion. So, theory number two is Joe gets ahead of this TMZ story. He feels bad for Melyssa Ford because he feels like she doesn't deserve to be dragged into his dirt. So what does he do? he gives her a paid vacation. And my last theory isn't as intricate as the second theory. But the third theory is simply Melyssa had to take time off to prepare for season 2 of Hot and Bothered, which is coming in a few days. Which also would explain why Melyssa isn't performing to the best of her ability when it comes to the podcast. It's because she's got her own shit coming up. Why would she waste all her brain power on the JBP when she's trying to launch Hot and Bothered season 2 and send it to the moon? The signs are all there. But let me know what you guys feel in the comments. Do you guys feel like I am completely losing my mind? Am I completely off on this? Am I reaching? Am I in fact too invested? Do I need to relax? Like I said, let me know in the comments. Once again, it's your boy The Kitchen. Till next time, deuces.